Blackhead. Yes, you didn't hear wrong. Today, I will tell you a story about one of my customers. You are so special. Please listen to it all and leave a comment about your feelings. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch the next seamless stories. Thank you very much. Sophie is an active, intelligent, and kind young girl. Since childhood, she always appears to be a person with a high spirit of learning and always curious about the world around her. With bright eyes and a bright smile, Sophie is always loved by everyone around her. However, although he possesses many good qualities, Sophie always feels self-conscious about the blackheads on her face. Tiny dark bruises spread across his face, like traces that are hard to erase, makes her feel unconfident and hesitant in communicating with others. Inferiority has made Sophie become timid and afraid to communicate. She always feels worried about other people noticing the flaws on her face and feel like I'm not confident enough to participate in social activities. Instead of going to parties or social events, Sophie often chooses to stay home and avoid situations where she feels uncomfortable. Even though I tried to hide it with makeup or use beauty products, but Sophie still cannot completely escape the feeling of inferiority about her appearance. She always felt dissatisfied with herself and had difficulty accepting her natural beauty. Despite encouragement from friends and family, but Sophie still feels self-conscious and can't get over her worries about her appearance. Inferiority has caused some loss of confidence and joy in life, made her feel like she was being limited and bound by fantasies of perfect beauty. Although David always tries to make Sophie realize her own value and beauty, but her low self-esteem blinded her to all the positive things around her. It seems like every compliment from you is just a distant sound, could not linger in her mind or her beliefs. Negative thoughts about herself were swirling in Sophie's mind, like fierce waves, made her feel like she was buried under an inferiority complex with no way out. Sophie felt like she was trapped in a series of negative thoughts about herself. Every time I look in the mirror, she sees the small flaws on her face as a burden that cannot be avoided. Her eyes became dim and lost the brilliance they once had. Instead, there is fatigue and frustration with myself. Self-esteem has become an inseparable part of her daily life, making her unable to enjoy life fully and freely like before. Even if you want to change the situation, but Sophie still feels helpless and loses confidence. She doesn't know how to overcome this huge hurdle and return to her strong and confident self like before. Even though David is always by her side, but the words of encouragement from him didn't seem strong enough to dispel the darkness of inferiority that clings to her soul. In times of pain and helplessness, Sophie gradually realizes that change does not come from the outside, but from within. She realized that to overcome low self-esteem, she needs to start by changing her thoughts and perception of herself. She decided to take time to appreciate and love herself more, so that you can view life more positively and confidently. One day, Sophie decided to take some time for herself and experience a professional spa treatment. Life with the burden of low self-esteem made her feel tired and need a moment to relax and refresh yourself. In her mind, spa treatments are not just an opportunity to improve your skin, but also an opportunity to renew the spirit and regain confidence. Step into the peaceful space of the spa. Sophie smelled the pleasant fragrance and felt the warmth from the gentle light. She felt like she was entering another world, where there is only peace and relaxation. The spa staff enthusiastically welcomed Sophie and guided her to her private skincare room. During skincare, every gentle gesture of the staff and the gentle music playing from the speakers made Sophie feel unimaginably relaxed. Thorough skincare treatments have left her skin deeply cleansed and remove accumulated dead cells. At the same time, it provides the moisture and nutrients needed to regenerate new skin. Not only does the skin become brighter, smoother, and more youthful, but Sophie's spirit was also significantly renewed after the spa session. The feeling of relaxation and peace helped her forget her daily worries and stress. In that moment, Sophie enjoys every moment and gives herself the perfect time to relax. This experience helped Sophie realize that confidence doesn't just come from a perfect appearance, but also from self-care and self-love. She realizes that the most important thing is to appreciate and love herself, because only then can she be truly confident and happy. The spa session opened a new door for Sophie, bringing her closer to seeing herself as beautiful and confident in her own eyes. Sophie decides to take some time for herself and goes to see a specialist at the spa to find a solution to the problem of blackheads on my face. After being diagnosed, Sophie was told that her blackheads were caused by excessive oil production and clogged pores. This is a common problem that many young people encounter, but with Sophie, it became a nightmare that caused her to lose confidence and comfort in daily communication. To help Sophie, the dermatologist at the spa advised her on a treatment regimen suitable for her skin condition. This regimen is not only based on the use of specialized skincare products, but also combined with spa treatments such as skin peeling, acne removal, and other measures to deeply clean and regenerate Sophie's skin. Sophie was determined to follow the dermatologist's instructions correctly and completely. Although sometimes feeling tired and inconvenient with the treatment process, but faith and hope in improving her skin helped her overcome all difficulties. Sophie knows that it only takes patience and consistency when it comes to skincare, can bring the expected results. The treatment process is not simply external beautification, but also a journey to find inner confidence and happiness. The feeling of cleanliness and comfort from smooth skin has helped Sophie feel more confident every time she steps out. She no longer has to worry about others noticing the flaws on her face anymore. Instead, she is more confident when communicating and interacting with people around her. After a few months of implementing the treatment regimen, Sophie started to see positive results. Her skin became brighter, smoother, and more youthful. Blackheads gradually disappear, and skin becomes softer day by day. The feeling of confidence and happiness from within has returned to Sophie, helps her see life in a more positive and optimistic way. The treatment process not only helped Sophie improve her skin, but also opened a new door for her of confidence and happiness. Her persistent and consistent efforts became a great source of encouragement for Sophie, help her feel confident and worthy enough to confidently walk on her path. When Sophie decided to face her self-consciousness about the blackheads on her face, she did not expect that this journey would bring her unexpected results. After treatment at the spa, Sophie's blackheads were completely removed, and her skin became brighter, smoother, and healthier than ever. Not only that, positive results from the outside also make Sophie feel more confident and love life more. With new, soft, and bright skin, Sophie began to expand her horizons and participate in more social activities. She no longer hesitates in front of the spotlight or the camera lens, but instead, she appeared more confident and radiant than ever. Not only external beauty, the treatment also helped Sophie realize that true beauty comes from within. By taking care and loving yourself, Sophie has become the best version of herself. Confidence from within is reflected on the outside, making her more attractive and seductive in the eyes of everyone around her. No longer the shy and timid girl like before, Sophie begins to attract attention and create new relationships with people. Sophie's new friends not only noted her physical beauty, but were also impressed by her confidence and dynamism. She has become the center of attention at meetings and social events. Attract attention from everyone around you with your bright smile and cheerful spirit. Confidence is the key to success in life, and Sophie showed that clearly through her actions and words. Looking back on the treatment process and the positive changes it brought, Sophie realized that the most important thing is not from external beauty, but from confidence and self-love. By turning troubles into opportunities to grow and develop, Sophie has proven that all difficulties can be overcome if we have enough faith in ourselves and a spirit of determination. Sophie's journey is not just about beauty, but also a journey to rediscover confidence and joy in life. In Sophie's story, we learn an important lesson about self-confidence and the value of loving ourselves. Confidence comes not only from external beauty, but also from internal confidence and self-esteem. Sophie had to go through a challenging journey to realize this, but in the end, she understood that inner beauty is what truly shines and attracts people. By looking back at Sophie's journey, we learned that confidence doesn't just come from having perfect skin, but also from knowing how to appreciate and love yourself. It doesn't matter what you look like. What matters is how we view and evaluate ourselves. Sophie has learned that taking care of and loving yourself is more important than anything else, and this has helped her become more confident and happier in life. With a confident and self-loving soul, Sophie showed off Sophie has been through a difficult journey, but in the end, she found herself in the process, and that is a valuable lesson that we can also learn from her story. With patience and determination, Sophie overcame the challenges and regained her confidence.